see what happens.
That's right. Who are we expecting to?
I
Are we
I
expecting
hope it
Leon?
works. Well, I phoned Leon earlier because he likes the live streams, and it's quite nice to have another person,
Oh, that's right.
um,
That's
because when you just yourself, it's kind of
lonely.
I find awkward. I find
That's right.
awkward a little bit. But
So
when
is
you
this
have
going
more
to your YouTube
people,
channel?
yeah, it should be on YouTube now. It should be live on YouTube now, hopefully, if it works properly. But we'll
Right.
see if someone comes on. Have you been live before? You never
Actually,
been live before, have you?
no. Actually, my sounds just went funny. My wife tried to phone me the other now, and I had to decline her, but it went funny the other now. Wait,
Oh,
can you still hear me?
I can. Yeah.
Uh,
Can you not hear me?
no, I can hear you, but it's went lower.
Ah, did you go? It went a bit quiet then.
But I think it's ever since my wife tried to phone me.
Ah, that might be why. Yeah, because when I'm using other devices, sometimes I notice that it goes down on the
Ah,
iPhone. Yeah, I've noticed that before.
that's strange.
Yeah, it should go back in a bit. What happens? Yeah, when I'm using another app on the iPhone, um, it, I'm watching, for example, YouTube channel video, and then I'm using an application that has sound. If that beeps, the sound from YouTube goes down,
That's
uh,
right.
goes goes quiet, and then it takes a while. You have to close one app and open the other one, and then it comes back.
It's getting. She's actually tried to phone me again. Wait a minute. Ryan, would you phone mum? I'm going to get my son to phone her. That's. I wonder. See, Kim, I'll quit and go back in and see if
Yeah.
the sound
Yeah,
comes back. Right,
you can
two
come
seconds,
out and
man.
I'll say hello to the people and I'll come back again. You got the link there.
Cheers.
All right, cheers, bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Car Exposed Live Video. End of the week. I thought I would come on very quickly just to say hello, and I hope I'm live. Ah, Keaton Perry, hello, mate. How you doing? All right. I hope everybody's okay. I thought about coming on live today because for a while now, because I've been kind of like I disappeared for a couple months. A lot of stuff happened with the channel. We reached like 10,000 subscribers, which I never kind of like mentioned in the video, but I like to thank everyone for the support, for subscribing, for watching the videos, and yeah. So at the end of the week, be pretty busy, and I thought would come on. I know there's a big game coming on in about an hour and a half. I want to watch that as well, but let's see how many people have. So 5 people watching. Yeah, and yeah, just have a quick chat. I had a couple cars today. I had another Peugeot. I don't like Peugeot. It's not one of my favorite cars, to be honest with you. But luckily it was just brakes, front and rear brakes. And I've got a Honda just waiting for me at the back there. I actually diagnosed that car already. Hopefully, I diagnosed right this time. And just gonna have to wait for parts. And funny enough, another body control module comes out. It's another issue there. So don't want to spoil the video too much because I started recording today. Hello, Mr. Ian. Oh, I ran out of shortbread. My wife actually came here today. Said, "Oh, you run out of biscuits." Not biscuits, shortbread. Yeah, I love this. It's one of my favorite stuff. I'm going to put a link in the chat. Anybody Oh, Mr. Sandy is back. If
How
anybody
you
wants to
doing, my
come,
friend?
yeah, you're back. You sound better now.
Yes, I've told my wife to stop phoning.
So I'm busy now.
That's it. Tell her I'm busy. I said it's
Anyway,
okay. I'm on an online chat, dear. Don't call me.
it's not gonna take long. You're only gonna be on for I don't know, max half an hour because I know the game is starting in an hour and a half. So
That's
you're
right.
gonna
That's right.
you're gonna watch that as well. And
Manchester City or Chelsea?
do you know what? It doesn't really matter. I'm an Arsenal fan,
Oh,
but I don't know. I quite like City to win. To be
would
honest
you?
with you,
All right,
yeah,
right.
quite like City to win. To be honest.
Well, my son's a big United supporter, so we would quite like Chelsea to win.
I'm sure you would. Yeah, I'm sure you would.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Good. I was going to
There you
ask,
go.
how's your new garage going?
Ah, it's going well.
Good.
Better than I expected, actually. You know, obviously, it's a lot of learning to do.
That's right.
It's very messy in the beginning to book the cars, wait for parts, give people time because everyone just wants the car straight away.
Right.
You know, they want the car repaired, but they don't want to have no car. You know, so
Right.
it's
That's it. Be
very
fast. Hmm.
very difficult. So it took me a while to kind of like gauge this. So look, you want to get your car repaired, you want to get your car serviced. Look, on that day, take the bus, take the taxi for one day or a couple of days. You know, like this car here now, it's quite a big issue. I haven't got the parts. Well, I don't want to spoil the video too much, but that's what I've got here from that car. And this comes from is a module that is connected to the body control module, which is in that Honda FRV
All
2000,
right.
2006 diesel 2.2. And to get to the body control module, oh, I dropped you, Sandy.
That's all right.
To get to the body control module is an absolute rat's nest.
Right.
Terrible.
Right. Right. Right.
So difficult to get to it. But
All right.
managed to get this little module out. And here's the part number. If you want to Google it, you're probably gonna find out what the fault
Right.
is. It's quite a common fault actually, but I don't have the parts. Trying to repair it.
Mhm.
Anyway, let me just say hello to the people here on the chat because I have seen going up here. So Laguna Tech Performance, hello amigo from Houston. To the bank, hello. Sandy and Igor Mint. Yeah, and you can join the chat if you want, mate. The link is there. Anybody that wants to join the chat, you're more than welcome to. Mr. Ian, Automotive Solutions.
All
Evening.
right.
Can you see the chat,
No.
Sandy?
I could. Right. I've hit the button at the bottom. Yeah.
I
Private
think
chats, comment. All right.
you
I
can
see it now,
see
sir.
comments there, yeah.
Right. Oh, you've got all the good guys in.
Yeah. Is Steve, Simply Diagnostic. Hello, Steve. Well, Sandy on the live stream for the first time, I believe.
That's right.
Is it first time?
I'm far too ugly to be any more regular.
Keaton Perry. Keaton Perry. If you don't mind me asking, what would be your best advice for getting in diagnostics? Just about to finish my level 3, but just so expensive, all the tools and data.
Well, don't do it.
I'll tell you what, you have to kind of like have a passion for it and have customers they understand what you have to spend to repair their cars. You have to make very very clear that those piece of machinery nowadays is not that easy like the old, can you do the old carburetor cleaning and a tune up and the car's fixed, brakes and suspension. It's
That's
very,
right.
very, very, very complicated piece of machinery now. So, yeah, I mean, wiring diagrams, subscriptions, expensive. You can spend, I don't know, if you get old, then it can probably spend $2,500 a year just in wire and diagrams. And then you have your subscriptions for your diagnostic tools. And I don't find the diagnostic tools like the hotel, you can get like Snap-on used. The price are good, but the subscription, it's just crazy to keep it up like every year, you know.
I think you know me. I have only one tool on subscription, and that's the Launch, which came with a 2-year package. My Snap-on's up to 2018, and my Hotel was last updated in 2017.
Right.
But I managed to get by. And I think one of the most important things about this industry is friends like yourself who you can bounce ideas off of and ask questions, because without friends or collaboration, you're going to get stuck.
Absolutely. I mean, as the cars get more evolved, especially now the new series of electric vehicles and all that, it will have a good network. It's very important to have good data and TSB information. Very important. That helps out. But yeah, I mean, I agree with him. It's so expensive. I don't know where you are, Keaton. I don't know if you're in UK or America. I think in America it's even more expensive, to be fair. You know.
But then again, they have it better than us in some respects because they have the Right to Repair Act. So their access to information is better than us in the UK.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, what you see regarding information there, you know, things that you see, for example, you know, Keith used to come up with, DeFazio, you know, all the information. You see Erico reading like the descriptions of faults.
That's right.
They have so much information. Like
we've got nothing.
Here, I pretty much have to sort of like work in my brain. Like, I think this is what's happening.
That's right.
It tries to use common sense and some logic, you know. But again, experience is key. You know, like you said.
Oh, that's it.
Have a good network. Say, look, I've got this. I mean, you saw the last video from that visual, like where I got burned. A really simple stuff, you know. There's experience there. I think I was kind of on the right track, but if I could read waveforms a little bit better, I would have caught it, and also understood lean bus communication. I would catch it as well, you know, because I was treating more like a CAN bus kind of like network, and it's not
right.
It's not quite like that. It's more like no, but I think you have to treat it more like a 12-volt circuit.
That's right, just on off, 0 to 12 volts.
Yeah,
slower.
So, and that's where it went wrong. But anyway, it is a learning process. So, you know, like you guys know, most of the stuff that I work is kind of like first time.
Right.
I'm starting to see obviously more and more because I'm not refusing jobs anymore. You know, before, like, someone phones me, can you do this? The first thing, I look at the weather. All right, if the weather's rubbish, that's it. I was in the driveway, right? I can't do that. I'm not gonna work in the rain. I'm not gonna put like a scope or tools in the rain. And
that's right.
Sometimes you get caught, and that's fine. But I've refused loads of jobs. So now I've got like friends that have other garages and like most of the electric work to me, and then other customers that I already had that now they know that I'm undercover. They just send me jobs all the time. So I'm being pretty busy. I came here this morning. I think it was 6:30 in the morning, and last night I left 10 o'clock.
Ooh.
You know, so I've been pretty busy with the cars, and I can't really complain. You know, and I'm loving it, to be honest. I feel, you know, when you have the enthusiasm and you know, leaving your house to go to work, that sort of feeling.
That's
you know,
right.
you don't feel like you know, I've got to go to work. At the moment, I'm loving it. You know,
Good.
learning a lots of different cars, undercover, no wind. You know, so much better. So it's gonna be a long process, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway, let's see any more chat. Ian is saying, "Oh, hi, Ian." Ian is saying to Ian Automotive Solution. Steve, definitely network is key, 100%. Keaton, you in Plymouth. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, like I was mentioning, in UK, I don't find the diagnostic tools that expensive. When you compare to UK, but subscription to keep it up every year and information is very expensive. It's crazy expensive. Uh, I showed Eric and Keith what we have to work with regarding information. The consensus was amazement that we managed to fix anything with the little available to us compared to the USA. 100%, I feel jealous sometimes. The description, fault descriptions they get, and yeah, they get so much more. But this in Europe, this right to repair thing, is that what is stopping us to get all this information then?
Well, yeah, I think that only applies to the US at the moment, but I don't know if there's anything coming in for us. Well, we're no longer Europeans, are we? We're
Yeah.
Brexiteers. Probably going to get worse for us. But well, even you compare their Snap-on Veris to the one that I have. They have got more information in that machine for Europeans over there, over the pond, than what we have here. And we are seeing these cars. So, I think it's the companies have got a UK division, a USA division. But the amount of information that they have that we have not got. But it's a good job that we have Google and YouTube.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, forums, very good. A lot of people help each other, problems,
right.
parts. And yeah, I mean, you have to rely on that because otherwise there's very minimum information. Like I said, you always have to try to be logical. And if you don't have the experience, it's going to be a learning curve. It's going to take time.
That's right.
That's why
one
networking is very important,
One thing I've found is a couple of my local main dealers, when you get friendly with them, they're quite good at giving you information. As long as you're buying the parts, they're at a premium price, but they're very good. They're quite willing to disseminate their information, so you got to keep everyone on board.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I've got a couple of friends that works in a main dealer. They always help, I'm not one of those guys like against main dealers and all that. I think there's some good mechanics in it. I think that the main dealer's bad part is the actual service that you get, from service advisor and things like that. There's no information at all, But anyway, Luke is here. Hello, Luke. I do love the job, mate. I'm gonna keep going. Thanks very much for being here, Luke. Can you briefly speak to your biggest challenge in opening the new shop? Sandy House, Roddy.
Roddy's fine. I see it.
Right?
Roddy's fine. He's a great guy. That man, I've never seen that man lose his temper his whole life. It's unbelievable. He's a good-natured man.
How long have you known Roddy?
Well, I've known Roddy for a long time, but it's when I wanted to get back into the cars, say about 5 years ago, I said to him, Roddy, any chance that I could make YouTube videos and help you with the cars? And he says, no. So how it happened was he had a couple of cars he was stuck with, so he sent them to me, and I just says, I'll fix them for nothing at the time. And so that's how we got going. And then he had someone that he worked with all the time. And one day he got this Corsa D in that they couldn't get running. So I said, well, I like a challenge. We'll go for this together. And we go to work. So ever since then, I just started to make YouTube videos down at Roddy's place. So you know what I mean, eh? So that's how we really got going. But
it wasn't the Corsa D that your son owned, was it?
No, no, it's away. It's away at the scrapyard now. No, this was a petrol Corsa D. It had the SDM module, the airbag module right down at part of the mobiliser. So I think that was about 3 or 4 years ago. But no, see, the thing, I don't do this full time. I work in the railway.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something. I like cars, but I didn't want to work on my own. So he was a good guy to work along. It's more a friend, a comradeship, if you know what I mean. And we work well together.
That's good. That's good.
We got on well together.
When I see you two like filming and talking, I sometimes feel like I bet Roddy is grateful that you are there to have, to have a second head,
Oh,
Oh,
definitely.
maybe it's this, you can chat about it and maybe fix something,
Well, that's true. He's grateful that I'm there, but I'm also grateful he's there because he holds me back for going down rabbit holes quite a lot of times because I'm like, oh, it's definitely this, Roddy, but is it? You'll go, wait, it's no that. You know what I mean? Just hold on.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
it.
you can do that very easily. I mean, that's one of the things that I do. I think sometimes I go too far
That's it.
unnecessarily.
Too. That's me.
I go too far unnecessarily, and I try to stop that sometimes, especially now with cars coming in, and people want their car back, and it's just you have to be quick. Try to be
Mm-hmm.
as quick as you can, at least.
That's right.
But the biggest challenge, Ian, here, lots of challenges, so many challenges. I would say the challenge has been more sort of like customer related and parts supply related,
Mm-hmm.
because you get the car from someone, you give them a time, or I gave them a time. So there's availability because I open accounts everywhere, like Euro Car Parts, trade accounts, GSF, trade accounts, GPS, trade accounts. And then you look on the system, it's available, and then you order it. The part should be in an hour. There's delivery every hour. And then an hour went, and then where's the part? You phone the company. Oh, this part is coming from Basingstoke, which is like, I don't know, 65 miles away. And it will be with you 4 o'clock. And then that seriously happened with one of the cars that I had. What was coming? I can't remember what was coming. A CV joint. CV joint coming, which I was expecting an hour. The guy left the car here at 11 o'clock. So I said, mate, I'll knock it off in about an hour and a half. He's done. And then, you know, and then when I found the parts supply, I said, oh, it's coming from Basingstoke. It's going to be here 4 o'clock. I said, oh, the guy's not going to be happy now. And then it gets to the parts supply at 4 o'clock, and then gets delivered to you 5 to 5, nothing. Call the company. Oh, the van was coming on the M3, and it was very windy on that day, to be honest with you. It was like crazy windy. A tree fell over, and the van got stuck on M3. And
Excuses.
the guy abandoned the van. So I haven't
Oh.
got your parts. So the car was here since 11 o'clock until 5. I phoned the guy. Said, look, no parts, mate. I can't do nothing. I
Mm-hmm.
can put the old one back, but the old one back is clicking like hell. And then I put the other one back because he's a taxi driver. So he worked the night shift with the clicking CV joint.
Oh well.
Yeah, I said, look, that's the only thing. Yeah, put it back. Anyway, the next day, so the next day parts arrived around 12 o'clock, and then I replaced it. And the funny thing was, the parts came, it was the wrong one.
Oh.
Right? So the parts came with the wrong one. So I'm here running like a headless chicken. My wife was here with the dog, and she just saw me. Said, look, is there anything that I can do? And then the guy, the parts supply guy said, look, there is one in Southampton, which is like 30 miles away. And my wife said, I'll drive it there and I'll pick it up. So she drove to Southampton, which is 30 miles away, picked it up, brought it back in about an hour and a half, and I finished the job. And then the taxi, it was ready very, very late. It was like nearly 6 o'clock. So parts, which I always went to the shop and picked it up because I was working from home. Uh, they wouldn't deliver to a residential address.
Mm-hmm.
So picking up the parts, I organize. I've got the parts always with me. Happy days. Now is relying on companies to bring it here because obviously you want to be taking out stuff when the parts arrive, put it back, and the car is done. So that's challenging. That was something that I never experienced before, and it's always something going wrong. But to be fair, most of the time, they have been good. But you heard some. I knocked some brakes today, brake disc, brake pads. the front of this Peugeot 3008. Brake pads at the back because the disc was good, and it was here in an hour. I took everything out beforehand. It came in, it was all cleaned, all greased up. Just put it back, boom, happy days. And now I've got this Honda here. So that's been challenged. Also, getting the customer to understand that they need to not have the car to be fixed, because they come and they think, right, I want to get this repaired, I want to get the car serviced, but they don't want to have no car, you know. So that's again, I would just say, look, forget about the car. If you want to get it fixed, forget it for today. Use some other sort of transport, the bus for one day, you know, use a taxi for one day. Yeah, so that's been challenging. Booking, you know, booking the cars in a way that I can get stuff done at the same time, efficiently, let's say. Um, I didn't think I was going to use the middle part here, because if I didn't have this desk here, I could fit 3 cars here. And I didn't think I was going to use this middle part, and I've used it pretty much every day. So it's mad. So yeah, but
See that
there
what
we
you're
go.
talking about, Igor, about folk want their cars back quick or in
Yeah.
time. I know garages where cars lie in their garage or in their parking bay for months at a time. And the garage owners get to the point, they do not care. It's your problem, it's your car it needs fixed. And if it takes time, it takes time. And if you want a quick service, there's a premium price to pay. And that's the route they go down. And honestly, if you do the job right and you don't get any comebacks, the person is usually quite happy to pay that premium. So there's a price to be paid for speed. There's no doubt about it. Because otherwise, if you're what you call it, answering to their every whim and fancy, it will drive you insane. You just got to see, this is what I'll take. This is a complicated bit of machinery.
Yeah, I mean,
Beef,
I'm always straight up with price.
right?
It's straight up how long it's gonna take. From the beginning, like I said, it was a bit challenging. I was a bit stupid, I think, because I was not used to, you know, at home I used to take like a car a day. I never used to take more because it was residential.
Right.
So I didn't want it to look like a garage. So I had one car a day. I wouldn't take any more unless like it's a silly thing, a easy job. Because at the end of the day, I want it all cleared up. When people came back home, it was no signs that I was even there. You know, it was tidy. Here is different. You know,
That's right. That's right.
so I'm always straight up with people. Look,
But the thing is, you can only be straight up with people if it's servicing. If it comes to diagnostics,
oh
there is
yeah,
there
especially
is
electrical.
no way. There is
Yeah,
no way.
yeah, yeah. You
All
can't
you can
push it.
say is,
When it's electric, is you can't push it because you know that's when you make mistakes. You know,
that's right. That's
you can easily make mistakes like that. So anyway, you have Keaton Perry. I hope I answered your question there, Ian. Keaton Perry, you have really helped me with my level 3, though. My level 3, though, showing your process diagnosis. So thank you for all of that. It's a pleasure, mate. I mean, the channel started with an idea where it was crazy, and went from that idea to just share my day. You know, and if you guys can get something out of it, it's gonna be a lot of mistakes in a way, and it's gonna be some good repairs. But you know, and if you can benefit from the videos, I'm happy. You know, and the idea is to share my day with the subscribers, with my friends and family, and that's the idea. Um, and yeah, I'm really happy to hear the video helped too with your level 3. That's pretty awesome. Um, oh, Johnny, Mr. Johnny's in the house. Hey guys, what's up? Hello, Jay. All right, Ian. What's the crack? Well, just a quick live. You know, sometimes I like to touch base with a live video every so often. And I make very good points, Sandy. I think the very good points. It was probably about how long it takes to get the car repaired. Roger Smith, say hi to the Norwich crew. Hello, Roger. Hello, Norwich crew. There we go. I know. A very good guy, Norwich. The Savage Garage. That's a brilliant ethos, Igor. Oh, cheers, Steve. Where's the orange Seat? Oh, the orange Seat. That's another thing. I was going to apologize for the orange Seat. It's still the same. I'm very bad YouTuber, you know. With project that car is taking ages. Still have the brakes to do like the car is pretty much left like you saw in the last video, which was the light, the Xenon light that went wrong. Still got to do the brakes, and I have parts from a company sent to me, the Autodoc. They still like sending me emails all the time. If Christina see this, Christina, apologize, taking so long, but it's coming.
I got it's okay. I'll need to bow out, sir. I'll need to go.
Okay, so, mate.
I'll catch you later on. Goodbye, everybody.
Sandy, thank you very much.
Cheers, man. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Yeah, so the orange car is still the same way. Still got to do the brakes and then paint it. And I don't know what to do with the paint. I'm really, it's not really my area, but I have painted before with good results. And I want to paint at least the door, but with the body in general of the car, I would like to be better, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, I don't feel like I should be spending a lot of money on a paintwork, because the car is not that expensive, so I'm gonna lose more money. But it's coming. It doesn't have MOT, and I have to get MOT'd and 2 tires. And I was going to book it yesterday and I forgot. But I'm gonna get it booked for this week coming, and then I can drive down here, and then I'm gonna get on with the job 100%. There is a little bit of when I spoke to the landlord, he said that no painting, because they had a painter here before and the neighbors complained. But I said, if you just paint one panel quick, if it's not like an everyday thing, you can do it. So hopefully I can do it here. Say hi to the Norwich crew. I did. Oh, 3 messages. Oh, the wife says, hola, hola. I forgot your wife's name. What's her name again? Anyway, hola, ¿cómo estás? I don't know if she understands some Portuñol very well, because I don't speak Spanish. I can understand a little bit, but it's more like a mix of Portuguese and Espanol. Annie. Hello, Annie. ¿Cómo estás? Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, so I've got this car coming up. I like to show you. I mean, this body body module is absolutely nuts. Let's see if I can get light. I hope the internet doesn't go down. Look at this rat's nest here. This is crazy. The body control module is inside there. I never seen a module with so many plugs. This is just the front plugs. I didn't remove the back ones. So I hope you guys can see it there. But I never seen anything like it. And I removed it and I numbered everything. I hope you guys saw that. I couldn't see front of the camera. And yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Body control module is absolutely hidden in there, and there's so many connectors to it. I've never seen any other module like it. The front of it, there's about 15 plus connectors at the back of it, the same thing. Absolutely mad. Oh, she can hear me. She's yelling Spanish, but I can't spell it. You can put it in English to see if I can say in Spanish. Oh, Steve, 100%, 100%. I'm sure you have worked on a FRV or FVR Honda. The 2.2, 2006 2.2 diesel. The body control, I never seen anything like it in my life. A body control module that's so, hidden and had so many connectors. And this guy was at the back of it, and that is the problem with it. But we'll see in the video. I don't want to spoil the video too much. What hours do you typically keep, Igor? What hours do you typically keep? I don't understand the question. What hours do it stay open? If it is the hours that I normally stay open, at the moment I'm playing by ear. I'm just, if I've got the cars here, even at the weekend, if I've got cars, I'll come and try to fix them. But eventually, probably do 7 until 5, let's say 7 until 6, something like that. I like to start early. I don't like to start late. And 7 is kind of late already to me. At the shop. At the shop. Yeah. So I kind of like start early in the morning, although you have to sort of like be a little bit respectful. There's some houses around. So yeah, 7 o'clock until 5, I would say, ideally. But at the same time, it's kind of like just myself here. I don't have anybody else. So everything, you do everything. You order parts, you fix the cars, you phone, you do everything. So you're busy all the time. And there's a lot of work to do, cleaning and organizing things, metal scrap. The back of it is full of metal scrap, and then oil to disposal commercially, paper and rubbish, and it's a quite big full-time job. But I like to start early. Like I said, I was here today before 7. I was here today. Yeah. I just saw your message there, Luke. At the shop. Sorry. Yeah. I hope I answered your question there, Ian. 72 hours for me this week so far. It's mad, isn't it? And the time goes like, you do something, you check your watch, like a couple hours gone, you think, wow, I don't know what happened. Times go fast when you're having fun. I can't wait to get a lift. That's something that I'm starting to miss now. I didn't miss in the beginning, still working on the floor. I didn't miss, but the more cars that I get, I don't have to get the jack here, jack there, actually stand everywhere. It's a bit of a pain. So it's becoming an inconvenience. But I don't know. I'm a bit concerned about having a actual post lift there. The floor is not like level. I don't know. It's an old building. The walls is a bit wonky. I'm still like thinking about it, but I do have to get a lift there. Gonna be a lot more efficient. But yeah, Steve, 72 hours. I mean, I don't know where the time goes. I come here 7 o'clock. I look on my watch, it's 12 o'clock. I think, wow, Yeah, look, rather than so when I was a taxi driver, I used to get up like at 4 o'clock. And it starts, the car was available. I used to start then 4:30, 5 max. 5 o'clock starts most of the time, but If the car was available, I used to start before that. Simple Diag Hub is looking good, attracting a lot of sponsors interest. Steve, yeah, it's looking very, very nice. Really, really good space, amazing space. And you got a lift as well. Pretty lucky. No, that's amazing, man. It really deserved it, mate, for your community, 100%. Have any thoughts about what kind of left? Have any thoughts about what kind of left? I don't understand your question there, Keaton. Sorry. A mid-rise scissor lift will do you fine there, mate. Yeah, I probably the scissor lifts, they are like nearly double the price of the two-post lift. So I'm thinking like to get maybe one of those smaller two-post lift that goes up like 1.5. You know, because most of the time I'm gonna be doing suspension and brakes and stuff like that. That's what I'm going to use the most. I mean, I've done clutches here already. I've done everything. I had clutches, brakes, suspension, ball joints, CV joints, bearings, oil changes. I just haven't like opened an engine up. Apart from that, I've done pretty much everything. Well, it's coming up to 4 weeks now, isn't it? Absolutely mad. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, lift. Sorry. Many thoughts about what kind of lift? Yeah. So that is the question, Keith, and I'm not sure. I'm still concerned about the flow. I think I'm gonna get some professional to look at it. And there was a garage here years ago. What was it called? Oh, I forgot what it was called now. Bloomfield Motor Company years ago. They had a two-post lift there. Because the landlord confirmed it with me. And when I looked online for this address, it comes up like a Bloomfield a motor company. So it's true. There's even a point there for a lift, which is a high amperage for. It's not three-phase, but it's a high amperage for lifts, which is pretty handy. But I was trying to kind of like buy the two-post lifts full height, the smaller height that I can get, but to lift the car 1.8 meters. Because if I move on to a better place, let's say, or another place, which I think it will happen in the future, I do have a proper, a full-size lift. But because the amount of work that I'm doing, brakes and all that all the time, jacks and all that, I'm thinking I'm just gonna get the 1.5 and then just live with it. If I want to change in the future, I'll try to sell it, get some money back from it. At least I'm gonna have some kind of comfort in it. I can still do a lot of work. It can still do clutches and stuff like that. But for brakes and suspension work, I think it's gonna be pretty handy. And oil changes as well. I think it'll be pretty handy. Press of the button, boom, it's a dream. It's a dream. But yeah. If any of you guys want to come on, although I think there's a game happening in about 45 minutes, I think I'm gonna go now. We've been on for nearly 45 minutes. I will maybe do another live next week. If any of you guys want to come on, I did have I left a link at the beginning there. If any of you guys want to come on, you're more than welcome. And yeah, thank you very much. Have a good weekend. And I think Sanji said that he wants Chelsea to win. I'm gonna have to support Chelsea now. Although I think I would rather have City to be the winners. Anyway, guys, have a great weekend. I'll speak to you soon. I'm gonna have that Honda video this week, so watch out for that. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.